Share in the comments how many of these riddles you will answer correctly. Samantha and Jack got stranded on a tiny uninhabited island. They had no radio or cell phones, so they couldn't inform rescuers about their dire situation. There were no trees on the island, so they couldn't make a smoke signal, and all around them was just sand and rocks. Suddenly, Samantha noticed a plane circling the sky in search of them. Unfortunately, it was flying too high, and the pilot couldn't see them. That's when she got a bright idea. Soon after, the plane picked them up. What was Samantha's idea? To use rocks to spell out SOS on the sand. Detective Cooper needed to find out the very last piece of missing information in a case he had been dealing with lately. He finally got to the office where secret documents were hidden. To open the door, he needs to choose the right button. There are 3 of them, a yellow one, a green one, and a blue one. Which one should the detective choose? The detective needs to choose the blue button. It's pretty worn out, so it must have been used many times. Plus, there's a small note with a warning. The green button is for an emergency, and the yellow one shuts all the doors and turns off the lights in the whole building. Wow, I want one of those. One day, Amanda thought her boyfriend Eric had a secret from her. To find out what it was, she needed access to his laptop. She had no idea what the password was, but luckily, there was a post-it note right on his desk. However, she needed to decipher the pass. Apple, man, dawn. Can you crack this code? Right, it's Amanda. Her name is the code. By the way, the secret he was hiding was the birthday present Eric had been choosing for her. Well, that's what you get for snooping. Jack and Jim agreed to say yes all day long to all questions. If one of them doesn't say yes to a question, he automatically loses and must give $100 to his friend. Jim realized there was one question nobody could say yes to. What question was it? Jim realized nobody could say yes to the "Are you asleep?" question. Jim waited until Jack took a nap and recorded a video in which Jack replied with a snoring but not yes to Jim's question. Seems like a cheap shot. Jason is a shop assistant in a department store. At the moment, there are 3 people in a fitting room he's assisting. Jessica, the girl, is wearing a green dress. Sean, a man wearing a leather jacket and skinny jeans. And Alex, the man who's currently taking a larger pair of jeans that Jason brought him. One of the clients is an alien. Jason has to figure out who it is. It's Alex. Take a closer look at his feet. Only a reptile or an alien could have such feet. Julian needed to find a very important document he'd lost. He looked through all the papers and finally found something that looked like the document he actually needed. However, a couple of seconds later, he realized there were 4 copies of this document looking precisely the same, or not. Can you guess which one is the real document? It's the one in the upper left corner. It has a stamp and a signature, and it says Agreement. The one next to it looks similar, but it has a spelling mistake. It says Agreedment. The rest of the copies lack either a stamp or a signature. Mr. and Mrs. Jones are fond of art and love collecting rare and expensive pieces. Once they had to go on a business trip, and when they came back home, they realized something precious was missing. They instantly called the police, but the officers were confused because no painting was taken. Why were Mr. and Mrs. Jones worried then? A frame was missing. In fact, it cost much more than many art pieces, as it was encrusted with gems. Mary was walking in the woods and suddenly saw a really fancy castle. It was getting late, and she thought she might ask for a stay there overnight. It was a wicked troll's castle, and he really didn't like intruders. Mary was captured and locked in a dark room with 2 guards. Still, the troll gave her a chance to break free. There are 2 doors in the room. One door leads to freedom, and the other is locked. The guards know which door will set Mary free. One of the guards always tells the truth, while the other always lies, and Mary doesn't know who it is. She can ask just one question to one guard only. What question should she ask? If Mary says, "If I ask your colleague to show me the way to freedom, what door will it be?" No matter what the guard replies, they will point at the locked door. The one that lies will show the wrong door, and the one that doesn't lie will show the wrong door too, since it would be chosen by the one who lies. This way, Mary knows the wrong door, and she needs to select the other one. One man went to his friend's party and told his wife he'd be back before sunrise. He shaved and left home. He returned, as promised, before sunrise, but he was sporting a long, thick beard. How come? The man and his wife live in a place with polar nights that last for several months. Anthony, the financial director of a big company, finally persuaded new partners to sign a super important agreement. He then put this document into a folder and left it on the table in his office. When he arrived at work the following day, the folder was gone. Anthony gathered all the employees in the office at the time and questioned them. The cleaning lady said she had been busy washing the floor and hadn't paid attention to anything around. The designer explained that he hadn't left his working place even once. What's more, being an artist, he didn't have any interest in agreement documents. The accountant admitted that he had entered Anthony's office to have some documents signed, but once he noticed there was no one inside, he immediately left. Who took the folder with the agreement? It was the designer. Anthony never mentioned which folder was gone. How would he know that the missing folder had an agreement inside? Eric wears either only black or only white socks. One morning, he was in a hurry to get ready for an important meeting. Suddenly, the power goes out. The guy has 10 white and 10 black socks in his drawer, but all of them are mixed. He doesn't want to look silly at work wearing different socks. If it's completely dark in the room and Eric can't see anything, how many socks should he pull out of the drawer to get himself 2 matching ones? 3 socks are more than enough. In a set of 3 socks, he's bound to have 2 of the same color. Jane told her boss someone had taken the documents she had prepared for the meeting. She added that she had noticed someone come in wearing a smart suit, gloves, and a black mask. This person also had 3 rings on their fingers. The boss didn't believe her. Why? She said the person was wearing gloves. Then how did she see 3 rings on their fingers? Jane must have simply forgotten to print those documents out. On a nice warm day, Vivian, who lived in a town on the seashore, decided to go for a hike alone. But after hours of trekking, she ended up in a section of the forest she wasn't familiar with. Before her, there were 3 paths. One path had bare footprints leading away. Another had human footprints. And the third one was right by the river. Which one should Vivian take to find her way? The river path. Since she lives in a coastal town, the river mouth most likely ends up in the sea. That way, she could figure out where she was. So now it's your turn. Count 'em up. How many correct answers do you have? That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.
Hey, I'll be showing you mobile app logos, and your task is to guess them. Remember to keep your score. First, I'll show you two. One is real, and one is fake. You have to find the real one. Let's start easy. Where's the real Facebook logo? It's this one right here. What about Twitter now? It's the one on the right. Next up, Instagram. What's your call? Here it is. Where is the one and only App Store? This one, of course. Slack's turn now. Where's the one? It's the left one. What about Tinder? Do you know its logo? That's the one. Play Store. What is the correct color arrangement? Here it is. Now the famous TikTok. Do you see the correct one? This one. Snapchat's turn. Find it. Pick the left one. Now the correct logo for Safari? Here's the right one. What about Zoom? Where's the correct logo? Right here. Pinterest, can you find it? This is the one. A bit hard to figure out, but I believe in you. You've seen it way too many times. Google Maps. Here it is. Any thoughts on eBay? This one, of course. Quite easy. Shazam. What do you think? What's the right logo? It's the left one. Next up, Likey. What do you say? Yeah, this one. Now try to find the correct Skype logo. Now that's the one. Where's the logo of Google Calendar? Here's the original. Do you see the correct Cash App logo? Pick the left one. What about Wish? Where is the correct logo? Here's the right one. Find the one of WeChat. It's the one on the right. Another one for you, Periscope. Which one? Here it is. Will you find the right logo for Google Drive? This one. Did you get it? Next up, another easy one is Spotify. It's your choice. It's the left one. Now pick the correct Apple Wallet logo. That's the one. Any thoughts on WhatsApp? This one, of course, it was way too easy. What do you think about Facebook Messenger here? Here it is. Another easy one for you, Viber. Hit it. This one. A bit harder now. Google Lens. What do you pick? It's the one on the left. What about Amazon? This one. Can you find the correct hieroglyph from Google Translate's logo? It's this one. What about iMovie? Here it is. iTunes, you know it well, so what's your choice? It's the one on the right. Another one for you. Do you remember the correct color of the Etsy logo? This one right here. Okay, the last one for this task is Google Photos. It's this one. Let's change the task a bit. No right and wrong. I'll show you a logo and you have to remember which app it is. Let's start way too easy again and with this paper airplane. Hit it. Telegram, of course. Any ideas here? That's Reddit. Okay, what about this one? Discord. Let's make it a bit more complicated. This one. That's Venmo. Did you get it right? What do you think here? Signal, another messenger. What is this app? It's Microsoft Teams. What do you say here? Airbnb. What do these two letters stand for? That's LinkedIn. It's getting harder, but you must know this one well. What is it? Google Authenticator. Do you think you know this logo? That's Uber. Did you recognize it? What is this green owl? Duolingo. It's an app where you can learn languages. Another one for you. What are your thoughts? Twitch. It's a streaming app. Do you know this one? PixArt, a photo and video editor. Do you think you know this logo? Easy, SoundCloud. What's your call on this logo? If you said GroupMe, then you're absolutely correct. Okay, let's keep going. This one might be hard to recognize though. What do you think? That's Bumble. What about this one? Procreate. Another one for you to recognize. Flickr, of course. This one's easy. What do you say? It's Dropbox. Something more old-schooly for you. What do you say? It's Vine. Do you remember this app? Tumblr. Did you have your little dog? What's your guess here? Who is this owl? TripAdvisor. Another easy one. You're lucky today. What do you say? OneDrive. What do you say here? This is Badoo. Little tip, That's an app for organizing and productivity. Notion. Do you use it? What is your best guess here? Forest, another productivity app that helps you focus. What's the G stand for? That's Goodreads. An oldie but a goodie. It's like an age test. MySpace. If you guessed it, you're at least a millennial. Think carefully. Can you drag this one out of your memory? It's Booking.com. What is it, in your opinion? Vimeo. Moving on. Do you remember this one? Quite well known. Amazon Kindle, of course. What do you think this is? CapCut. What is this elephant app? Evernote. What about this one? That's Time Hop. Do you recognize this sphere? Google Earth. I know it can be hard, but any ideas here? Libby by Overdrive. It's an app that gives you access to books from your local library. The game is getting harder. What do you think this is? Bigo Live. What about this app? It's Hootsuite. What about this little cutie? It's Waze. It's the last one for you. What is it? It's Busuu. So, what's your score? Let me know in the comments.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.